You absolutely guessed it. We're back here on turf. I brought a friend. He signed a waiver. So if he gets a couple bonus balls, that's on him. We were expecting some bad weather, so not very many in open play. So I said, hey, we might end up playing with the turf players, so league and higher level. And he said, I'm down. Let's do it. So at first we just walked around the field, got familiar with the layout, and then now we're running 1v1s just to get familiar with bumping, running with our heads up so we can see where everyone's at. When to push, when not to push. My hidden agenda is to shoot him as many times as possible without making him quit. And I plan on doing this by bumping aggressively. Anytime he ducks back in the bunker, I'm getting after it, I'm moving. By paying attention to what direction he ducks in, I get insight to where he could be at, and I put paint there. Oh man, we just talked about this, running with your head up. And I want to make a big move here, and I don't want to get hit, so I'm ducking. And so now I don't know, I lost him completely. So now I'm going to scan the field, and instead of just head checking, I'm going to shoot a lot so I can establish dominance. But what it does is if he's not there, he knows I have no idea where he's at. And so I decide to take this big crawl like 4 feet away from snake, and it does not go well. If you have a choice to crawl away from snake or into snake, and closer to snake is better. I got shot because he knew I didn't know where he was at, so he pushed, and I crawled super far away from snake so he could see me. Now we're into the games with the actual team. And so off the break, I want to be very aggressive, use a lot of paint. Right there, that looked like a crazy shot. What happened was I shot and I had my barrel too close to the bunker, so it bounced off of it, and that random shot hit him. So I got super lucky there. I look over and I tell them the kill count and where he's at. First game went great, so rinse and repeat. Use a lot of paint in the beginning of the game. Try to catch the snake corner out. I still slide too far, but I manage it better. The gun is a lot more steady, and I step back right there before the tower gets me. I'm jamming here, no problem. So now I know the tower's there, I need to check him off. And what actually I end up doing is checking him off and then the other tower really quickly and decide it's time to go. And I get bounced right here. Looking back, I think better shot would be to run low, but I felt more comfortable in that moment running and gunning, and I got lucky. As soon as I see him come out, I know we have a problem. I've been playing pretty high on that bunker, pretty loose to the left side of the field, but as soon as he comes out, I know, I'm very confident it wasn't the snake player, and so it gives me insight, and sure enough I look over and now I'm definitely pinched, and so I'm freaking out. I should have been shot right there. I overextended way too much, but it worked out. We end up, I hit the shot and we trade, man. It was a really intense point. It was good play by everyone. So the league players go back to the pits to refill on air and get more paint, and my buddy says, hey, let's run some more 1v1s. And I'm like, dang, this guy is motivated. So he's actually hit on his hopper right now, but he doesn't know it. And that's kind of a testament to how new of a player he is, and yet he's still like menacing, you know, he's good. Keeping your head up, like we said already so many times, is so important because the information comes just in little, like 1/10 of a second segments, and you have to use it. You have to understand it and process it. And so like right here, I'm moving freely because I'm using the other bunkers as line of sight coverage. If he were shooting that way, the shots would drop and I'd be out. But if he doesn't know where I'm at, I can move freely. This is something I plan on doing more, putting the camera on the other guy I'm doing 1v1s with, so we can get the other perspective. Here's his view of the same game. On a breakout, it's good to make an L with your route, go left and then forward, rather than run directly to your bunker. I'm going to do that here. I'm also going to pay attention to his paint. He's shooting a lot. And when you shoot a lot from one location, it all emanates from the same place, right? So people can ascertain where you're at roughly, even if they can't tell by the sound.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Hit! Hit!
Unlike full games, in 1v1s on a breakout, if you can't see someone, you're likely not going to get shot unless they know where you're at. And so I'm making a lot of bumps up here. I don't even know where he's at. I'm checking off Doritos. It's not until right there that I see him make the move out. So while he's diving and getting his body repositioned, I can move up. I shoot the bunker like 2 or 3 times and then I quit. And so I can just post this right side. If he didn't see me, he heard me shoot from snake side. And so he's likely going to post up there. And so now I'm just posted. I'm going to reposition here in a little bit to give him less to shoot. One mistake when I go to bunker is I go wide, like almost every time. And the reason was I shot the left side, and so I thought he'd wrap into me. And so I was trying to get cover. And then also I go wide so I can get an angle on him from farther away. But really when you bunker someone, you want to get really tight and basically just run right up on them. for a lot of these guys, this is their team practice. So in between games, we're talking about strategy, what's working, what's not. And so it's been made aware to me that this Snake 1 player is an absolute menace. I mean, it's just a good position. You get left tower, right tower. You get God, which is the bunker right before the Snake. And you get angles on all of them. You even get some of the D side as well. And so my goal in this game is to be a menace, is to shoot all the sides, keep everyone occupied. I want everyone to feel looked at basically the entire game. And so now I'm talking to the team because it's working. I'm getting shot a lot. And so I'm not too eager. I want to make sure that I maintain visibility for them and I'm sending paint their way, but not in a way that I'm exposing myself more than I need to. Right there, I battled the Snake player and got dominance. And I'm not going to post on him, and mostly because it'll take too much time. I want everyone to feel seen. I want everyone to feel like they're getting individual attention. And so it's nice when I can battle someone and get dominance, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to sit there and post on somebody hoping I can get a shot in. If I can hold as many guns on me as possible, my team can handle them and get them out. When you have all the guns on you, don't snap shoot, don't head check. But when the heat dies down a little bit, maybe head check, take a peek, take some shots, keep the pressure up. I don't think I've hit a single person yet this game, but it's going fantastic. Don't worry about it. Come on. One thing I haven't talked about is how much paint I've broken today. It's kind of nuts. I don't know if it's because I'm not swabbing enough or what, but it affects accuracy, so it's very important. All luck, no skill. Clearly that bunker getting shot a ton, and I decide now it's time to bump. The reason why I wanted to bump is because I kept getting shot out being a turret, or trying to be a turret in that corner. And so I just kept getting locked down, and this first Snake is so good. It's so much easier to play and you get so much more flexibility that the theory was I'd be a lot more helpful there. It's just the timing was awful.
Left tower!
But sometimes you make it. And I thought, and you can see it clearly, that I thought that the heat was coming from Snake Corner. But when I put in Snake Corner and the heat didn't stop, I should have known it was left tower and just chilled or checked it off. I did neither.
Okay. Hey, Levi's up. 23. Right tower. Hey.
I just see my last teammate go out, so they call 13, so just me. And rather than let them get the whole communication going, I need to move as soon as possible in my mind, even if I get hit right there, because I can't fight both directions from Snake 1. And yeah, basically the idea is I'm just trying to move as much as possible while also maintaining pressure, because when you have one person left, you got 3 people, you start sending people like crazy. And so that's what I'm watching out for. That's why I'm looking at both sides so rapidly, is trying to see who's trying to snipe and who's trying to run up, and hopefully taking care of those running players first. But when you got 3 players versus 1, dude, you're gonna get nailed.
Oh, I got hit.
I'm sorry, you're gonna get nailed.
10. Going on 2. Going on 2. 5.
This move was really well timed. The slide was great. He's tight to the bunker. He's looking out inside first, and then he's gonna check out outside, which is great for the position because the D side, unless they're doing blind shots, he's pretty safe. And so the order of operations there, I think he could play a little tighter here, but overall he's doing great and communicating where people are at. He's calling out left and right tower. So I don't know. I think this is really solid. Now the other teammate is relaying information. That's so important for middle players because the left and right side sometimes just can't hear each other. So when you hear a call, repeating it, relaying it, solid. Wait, but can't the other team like hear your callouts? Kinda. Teams will come up with their own callouts to confuse the enemy. But for someone my skill level, I'm mostly just trying to hear my own teammates.
Yeah, I could try.
They discuss here him taking D4, which is great timing. He totally makes it. He wasn't taking any heat in that position. And they see him get in there. You can hear him getting shot at. And then once he gets into this better position, he's going to make himself known, which is absolutely valid. In this position, I'd probably play a little tighter and then also check out the inside that you just caught heat from. But besides that, this is totally solid, valid play. The caveat to shooting like that is you have to be ready for someone's response. It's not going to come from snake side. You're too covered by your other teammates. So you have to be ready for the D side push. Watching barrel cam is so helpful because you get a different perspective than your eye. So from the eye, he was probably very behind the bunker, but barrel cam you can see he was sticking out.
Oh, come on. That's so sad.
I like to see that I'm aware of my body position, exposing a lot, and so I tuck in, exposing less. And it just lowers the chance I'm going to get hit. These are shots that just should not be hit, dude. This was a crazy day for me. Okay, so what do you think? Should I stop here at the corner and battle, or should I go to Snake One? If I were on the other team, I'd be very happy battling this player that doesn't have very many options and does the same things every time. So I'm going to take the 45 snake. Right here, as opposed to laying all the way down, I have my butt in the air some. That helps me get there faster. But the wedge player told me that my butt was sticking out and then he can see me. So he calls out to his teammate. So I have, snake corner on me and I have center wedge. And so I'm getting hammered from both sides. And it's a small little bunker. And I get bounced and then I get hit.
I got bounced in the tank. Have you ever heard of that? 3, 2, 1, go! Holy cow.
Turns out his whole pod came open, like the
They got
top
two
fell
going
off.
snake for sure.
So feel bad for shooting.
Adam, two looking snake, ready to go. Yeah, they're ready to go there. Green and black.
Alright, so I'm gonna go to this baby. Or you guys going here?
I'm gonna go snake one.
Okay, and you're going to that god. Perfect.
D50 with the calculated run out picks up the wedge and doesn't realize that we have snake corner. He thinks it's snake one, and so the snake corner player shoots him out and lets the right tower know, and then the right tower shoots out the center brick, and so it's 21 right now. Our team is definitely got some momentum on their side. Stellar comms, and they all played their positions really well. The tower was looking left and right, and the snake corner was looking left, which was exactly where he should have been looking.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my god, hit! I got bounced like crazy. There's no way. Hey, corner! P1? This is a crazy game. What's that? Pull on there's a little fin underneath that thing. Pull on it. Snake corners on me. Ball one. D2. There's no way out.
A group of 3 showed up for rec ball, and so we decided to join them, and we're playing crates. I got bounced right away. Great shot. I should definitely be lower. No reason for me to check for information right there, right where they last saw me. Second game, and we're ready to show these guys what's up. So we both go to this corner, left corner, and have him take the right, I take the left. This guy in the corner here is actually really good, and he shoots a lot too, so I wanted to let him know I was there and that I was willing to hold dominance. and then he peeks out, so I come back in. And with our attention limited, since we don't have both sides of the field, we just don't have great visibility of the right side. And so there's a lot that they could do to sneak up around us. And it'd be difficult to see them before it's too late. And so I don't want to risk that. I wanted to establish some center, at least information. So be there in the center, just at least find out where they're at. I wasn't, really thinking about going all the way to the right, but at least trying to get some information. And since I don't know at all where they're at, that's scary. We need to find something. And I'm not really hearing them shoot either. So there's a chance they're going stealth mode. And so I'm frantically checking the left side off again to make sure that snake player isn't looking my direction now. That would be a really easy way to get shot blindsided. And so since I can't see them, talking to my buddy, he's telling me that left is still on him, which is perfect. It means he's not looking at me, which at least frees me up for this next move right here. So there's a difference between being stealthy and being passive. And right now I'm kind of feeling like there's a little bit of passiveness going on, because I've heard the one guy on the left snake shoot a lot. His teammates have probably shot all of 5 times. And so this late into the game, I think that they're just camping. And you know what? That's kind of what we see right here. So I shot a good 5 or 6 times, which means that my position could be blown. In this case, got fortunate. He hadn't turned yet. Back in our snake, my friend is still shooting, drawing their guns to the other side of the field, which is what allowed these plays to happen. At this point, he's not sure if I'm dead or not, because we didn't communicate the plan. I just kind of took off, which is not great. So I could have been shot here. But my buddy, he knew better, which is good. As cool as frame by framing that clip is, I felt bad. This is like the second time I kind of overshot him. In the first clip that I showed you where I hit him, he said I hit him like 5 times. Watching it back, I think I bounced him twice and then 2 actually landed. So yeah, it's still tough, dude. I bet he was irritated. I'd be irritated if I thought someone was overshooting me on purpose. I never overshoot on purpose. It's just that, like, basically I missed 1 shot in that last volley. It's crazy. All of them were just, yeah, anyways. My friend handled business. I hardly did anything this game. He runs up to the 50 and just nails that guy. I think he got everyone, actually. I don't know if I hit anyone that game. I'm not super happy with how I played this. I'm a little bit on the back foot because he can see my shadow. And so it's affecting how I'm playing. And then I decide I'm going to be a hero, going to be arrogant, and the guy one balls me. He totally 100% saw me coming in and destroyed my soul. So that was bad. Matter of fact, after the game, he told me that I was being a bit predictable. And so he pretty much knew where I was going to be always, which is not exemplary. My teammate shows really good judgment on when to move and when not to move. Not too eager to where he's putting himself at risk unnecessarily, but he watched it for a bit and then took a bite. I mean, a small bump out. So that was really good. And that's kind of how he played the whole day.
Il cuore mio vorrebbe cantarla.
So pretty much we make bangers consistently